Beware, this video is gonna have some gore of an injury. It's not that bad though. Well, that could have been my hand. Let me tell you the story. About 2 weeks ago, I'm cutting up that plastic for a sign with Tommy, and we're getting to rushing. I'm wearing some safety glasses, but I don't have a face shield on. And if you guys have ever cut plastic, you know it's gonna throw that sawdust at you on a table saw, and it hurts. It's little sharp pieces. So I make the mistake, number one, of moving my entire body to my left. And that puts both my hands to the left side of the blade. I don't have anything supporting the part of the plastic that's gonna be separated from the main sheet by the blade. Everything else on the saw was set up correctly, except for the fact that the saw does not have a writhing knife. So that was another thing missing to stop Kickback. Right as we get to finish, I make mistake number 2. As we're getting almost all the way there, that little bit of plastic that's left starts to get wobbly. In my head, I think to overcome it by just pushing harder. Again, we're rushing, big mistake. You see the plastic start to move, and we just force the sheet through. Then, if you watch closely, you actually see me look at it go, I just goofed. I get rid of the piece I'm holding, give it to Tommy. I start to move my hand towards grabbing the sheet. And just as I do that, the sheet starts to lift up on the saw. The blade is kind of kicking it up. Put my hand down on the table and I start to move my body away. And it was at exactly that point that the blade picked up the plastic and whipped it across the rest of the table saw right into me. I got a little bit of an injury, peeled up a big flap of skin. Luckily and mostly fortunately, I didn't hit any nerves, I didn't do any major muscle damage, I really didn't even have any swelling, and my hands were clean, so I didn't get an infection. We're 2 weeks post-injury, and it's healing up great. I'm back to full functionality. Can't ask for more in this sort of situation with how bad it could have been. Doing a little bit of rough math here, estimating that the frame before the plastic hits me to the frame before that, the sheet appears to move about 16 inches. And when you do the math out, that means that corner of the plastic that hit my hand, luckily again, kind of plain on, didn't punch me, it just scraped me. That was going around about 23 miles an hour. Imagine anything else hitting you at 23 miles an hour. You're gonna have a bad time. If it's something sharp like plastic, you're gonna end up going to the doctor. This injury was not bad enough that, I needed anything major done, but it was a big enough flap of skin that was peeled up that you are not gonna have that heal down in any sort of reasonable amount of time. So go to the doctor, hopefully you have insurance, and get some stitches, and I'm back in the shop doing just fine. So guys, stay safe out there. If you wanna see some more of these sort of shop tips, let me know, hit that subscribe button, like, just be safe. And if you guys want to join along for the journey, I encourage you to join me on Patreon. This video is brought to you by one of my patrons right now who's coming to visit.
Hey.
There you go. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe.